And it's time to begin. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, everybody. We're doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility work. We do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and to make the suffering we're about to do a little bit more fun. All right, let's go. First move, hip cars. Hip cars are all about moving your legs through your full range of motion using your own muscle power. All right, so we're going to start by bringing the knee up as high as we can. We're going to open up that leg to the side. Contract those glutes. Open it up here. And then we're going to rotate. We're going to bring the ankle up so it's hidden behind the knee. We're going to rotate some more. Bring the ankle up higher. Bring the knee down. Feel the contraction here in your hamstrings. Then bring the leg down and back. When your leg is down and back, I want you to contract your hamstrings, contract your glutes. Feel the stretch right here in the front of your hip. That is 1 rep. We're going to do 10 of these on the left side, 10 of these on the right side. Then we're going to reverse the whole thing and do 10 more on the left and 10 more on the right. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Stand up nice and straight and tall. Keep the core tight, and let's go high knee. Open. Ankle up. Ankle up some more. Down and back. That's 1 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 2 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 3 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Ankle up some more. Down and back. That's 4 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 5 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 6 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 7 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 8 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 9 high knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 10. Whoo! My hamstrings are cramping. I don't know if that's because I sat too much today and my legs are extra tired or if it's something else. But my legs, my hamstrings are cramping. Whew! That is 10 on the left side. We're going to do 10 more on the right side. We're going to begin in about 3 seconds. As soon as I catch my breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's go. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 1. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 2. Remember, the goal of this movement is to use your own muscles to bring your legs into these crazy positions. When you bring your knee up, contract that hip muscle in the front. Lift, 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 lift. Open to the side. Contract your glutes to help pull that leg open. Lift up a little higher if you can. Rotate the ankle up. Rotate it up some more and bring the leg down and back. I think that's 4, maybe 4. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 5. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 6. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 7. I did not sleep very well last night. And I'm feeling it. I think today is possibly one of the hardest sets of hip cars I've ever done. This is 9. High knee. Open. Ankle up. Down and back. That's 10. Oh, not because my balance is bad, but because my legs are just extra tired today. Oh, that's 10 reps. Going forward. Take a second, shake out your body, get loose, relax, and let's go ahead and reverse the whole thing. When we do reverse hip curls, what we're going to start with is bring the leg down and back. We're going to flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, feel the stretch right here in the front. From here, we're going to lift up to the side. Then we're going to rotate so that the knee comes down, the ankle comes up. We're going to rotate again so the ankle comes down, the knee comes up. We're going to bring the knee to the front. We're going to do 10 of those. That was just 1. You ready? Let's go. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. 1. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. 2. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. That's 3. Back, side. Is that a mosquito? Ankle, ankle, knee. 4. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. 5. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. 6. I think I spotted a mosquito in the room. So if at some point I just disappear off camera and I start smashing things really loudly, that will be why. All right. 8. 2 more. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's 9. Last one. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That is 10. I see it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna arm myself. I've got an electric, sort of like tennis racket thing. You press a button, it sends electric stuff, and then it zaps whatever's flying inside. If you poke your fingers, it'll be like pop, and then it'll be scary for you, but it won't hurt you very much. But for bugs, they will not be very happy. All right, we're gonna got one more leg left. I'm gonna hold this out for balance, and we'll see how it goes. So let's go. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's one. Back, side, ankle down. Sorry, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's two. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. That's three. My forehead is suddenly itchy. I hope that's not me getting stunned. Back, side, ankle up, ankle down, knee. Four. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. Did I say five already? Six. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. Seven. Three more. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. That's eight. Two more. Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. That's nine. Last one. Ready? Back, side, ankle, ankle, knee. That's 10. Oh, so that is 10 hip curls. We have done all of our hip curls, going forward, going backwards. That's our first warm-up exercise. We're going to move on into warm-up exercise number 2 now. It's called the elephant walk. I have lost all track of this mosquito, so I guess it's only fair that I put my weapon down and get focusing on the elephant walk. What we're going to do next is fold at the hips, bring our belly buttons down towards the ground, and we're going to feel that stretch in our hamstrings. I want you to breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and sink a little deeper into your stretch. All right, relax, chill. My back is itchy. I hope it's not a mosquito. Next, we're gonna move. We're gonna bring one knee into a bent shape. We're gonna bring the other leg into a straight shape, and we're gonna fold a little deeper into our stretch. All right, we're gonna keep switching back and forth, side to side, and side to side. Both your legs should be feeling the hamstring stretch. It should feel a little bit different because you're doing different things on each side, and that is a-okay. I'm going to tell you about the rest of the show while you do a whole bunch of these. Keep on focusing on bringing the belly button down towards the ground. We're doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility work. We do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, and to make the suffering we're putting ourselves through a little bit more fun so it's easier to stay consistent. So if you like hip mobility, you know you need to work on that a little bit. You want to take it to the next level, maybe work on your side splits, because hip mobility to an advanced level is side splits. And you need some help, maybe practicing a little bit of consistency, then this is the show for you. Keep coming back because we're live every single day at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that means we started like 10 minutes ago. All right? Now, since you've been doing this for a long time, let's wrap it up. Fold your belly button down a little bit deeper. Fold a little bit more. Keep folding. Remember, the goal is the belly button down. Your head can move a lot without your belly button moving. We only care about the belly button. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. Pop into a squat. Come back into standing. That is our second warm-up exercise. Shake out your legs. Do a little wiggle. Do a little shake. Flop around. Take advantage of your leg moving a little smoother, your back moving a little smoother. And we're going to get on into warm-up exercise number 3. It is called thoracic rotation. The thoracic spine is this chunk of your back, below your neck to about your belly button-ish. It's designed to bend. It's designed to rotate. It's designed to slouch and pop your chest out, back bend. What we're going to do is some rotation. And it's going to look just like the thing we were doing before. This leg is bent. This leg is straight. We're folding our belly buttons down towards the ground. From here, we're going to take the hand on the bent leg side. We're going to reach across to the straight leg. We're going to push off that shin bone to help us rotate. When you rotate, I want you to rotate throughout the whole spine. Feel it coming in each and every little tiny vertebrae up your back. Everything is contributing a little bit. It's not just one place where all of the bending is happening. Each part of your spine is giving you a little bit, and it adds up into this full rotation. Extend your arm up into the air. Rotate your neck. Look at the hand. Inhale. Exhale and reach over your shoulder. Woo! That is half a rep. We got to do the other side to make it one. Other side, bent leg, straight leg, bent arm, straight leg. Open it up. Look at the hand. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Woo! That is half a rep. Or sorry, that's one rep officially. We're doing four more for five in total. You ready? Let's go. Bent leg, bent arm, straight leg. Open it up. Look at the hand. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Woo! That's two. Other side. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Woo! Two, three. Let's do it. Bent leg, bent arm, straight leg. Open it up. Look at the hand. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Woo! When I say exhale and reach, I really mean it. Exhale and reach. That exhale pushes air out of your lungs and helps you rotate. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Four. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Four. Last one. This leg is bent. This leg is straight. Belly button folding down. We're taking this arm from the bent leg side, reaching across to the straight leg, pushing off that shin to help us rotate. Look at the hand. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Woo, that's five. Other side. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Woo. Those are our thoracic rotations. Do we have a question? Someone said it's impossible. It's impossible. Well, no one can do that. What's the floor alternative? What's the floor alternative? We got plenty of alternatives, all right? It looked hard, probably because you never done it before, but you probably have seen a version of runners doing something like that that looks like this. If you cross your leg over this one, you stick your elbow against this one, and you twist, it's basically the same movement. It uses a few less muscles. You get to push against your leg a little bit further, but you're getting a very similar amount of thoracic rotation. Cool? If you're doing this at home, and this is the second time it's come up, I think, this month. If you're doing this at home, you can sit with your legs out extended, cross one over, and then whatever side this is on, take the opposite side's elbow, stab it into that bone to help you rotate. For some reason, my inner thigh is cramping up in this in this position, so I can't hold it long enough to actually demonstrate. But give me a second. Let me try that again. When you stick your elbow against the opposite knee and you push against it, that will help your spine to rotate. Look over your shoulder, rotate your neck so that it's taking part in the rotation, and that should be a very similar type of rotation. Cool? All right. Oh. But in general, if I was able to do it, it's not impossible, right? 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 Also, I've been doing this show for 400 days or something every single day, so I might have a little bit more flexibility than you do if you're coming in for the first time. And you shouldn't take whatever I'm doing as the only way to do it, but maybe see if the tips, the instructions I give are doable in some capacity. Because I'm pretty sure most of the instructions I've been given have been the exact same since I started, and I've just gotten more mobile since I started. All right, we're moving on into our third. No, we're not. We're moving on to our fourth and final warm-up exercise. It's called the Cossack switch. We're going to show you some gentler versions, and we're going to show you some harder versions, and you can figure out which one works well for you. All right, we're going to hop into a little bit of squat on one side, and then we're going to extend the other leg out over there. How over there? Not that big a deal. What's mostly important is right here in this thigh. All right, you're going to pop into a little bit of a squat right here. Then, if you can, see if you can go a little bit deeper, or a little deeper, or a little deeper, or a little deeper, or a little deeper. Depending on how flexible, how much you've been training your deep squat, this might be a little crazy. Your version, most people's version, might look at something a little bit more like this. All right? Wherever you are, our next step is to move our butts that way. To do this, but on the other side. And to do it smoothly. So if you can, pull that imaginary rope, boom, pull yourself over to the other side, and ta-da, we are here. We're going to keep doing this back and forth. I want you to keep trying to get a little bit lower to the ground if you can. You only have to try your best, right? And if you're ready and you're low down into the ground, you're like, I can't get over This imaginary rope I'm pulling isn't taking me anywhere. Please feel free to use your hands. You can use your hands to walk your weight over to the other side, and boom, here we are. Come on back to the other side. If you are here, you're not going to get down there in one day. You might not get there in 1 month. Just do your best and figure out how low you can get for your version. All right? Let's continue. We're going to go 10, left and right.
Does your foot on your bent leg have to be completely flat when you go down, or toes fine?
I recommend that you keep them down. And the reason for that is because, or keep the whole foot down, because having your whole foot down is going to help you stay more stable. When you're shifting back and forth and moving back and forth, you're going to be a little bit off balance. There's going to be a whole bunch of other things you're going to be focusing on while you try to get your butt to the other side. And if at least one foot is down and flat, you'll have, a little bit more stability. When you're doing this or doing this, your ankle will start shaking at some point because you'll be tired. And when it starts doing this, the whole thing starts feeling crazy and starts getting overwhelming. So it's probably a little easier to stay more stable first. Cool? All right. I have no idea how many of these we've done, but I'm going to pretend that's number 3. All right. If you're using your hands to come on across, great. If you feel like you're like, I don't really need them, feel free to skip them and keep going. I think that's 4, maybe 5. If you're ready for something a little bit harder, or you realize your hips can't go any deeper into the ground, but you still want to make it a little bit more difficult, here's something you can try. You can try and sit up a little bit straighter and lift that chest up, lift the head up, extend your arms in front, and keep going. Boom, across and back and across and back. That's 7. Again, reminder, yours does not have to look like mine. If you are just getting started, yours might look a little bit more like that. That's 8. Finally, if your knees are telling you, hey, you're low to the ground, that's kind of uncomfortable, here is a way to make the side to side motion a little bit easier. Come up a little bit, then come on across, then sink on down. When you're sinking down, I want you to exhale. Let the air out of your chest. Try to sink deeper into the floor before you come back up. Inhale, across, exhale down. We're at 9, I think. Up, across, down. Up, across, and down. I think that's 10. We are done with our final warm-up exercise. Those are our Cossack switches. Hopefully your hips, your knees, your ankles, your back, everything is a little bit looser. You can move a little bit more flowily or something. And you're ready for more because we're ready to jump into our stretches. If you're just joining in for the first time, we're doing 45 to 60 minutes of live side split stretching and hip mobility work. We do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, to make the suffering we put ourselves through a little bit more fun, a little easier to stay consistent with, and hopefully for us to make some progress together. All right. Our first stretch is a front. No, it's not. It's a hamstring stretch. Our first stretch is a hamstring stretch. What I recommend is you go grab a little bit of padding, a little bit of foam, so you can pad your knees. Because the hamstring stretch we're going to do looks a little bit like this. We're going to have one knee down on the ground. We're going to extend one leg out in front. We're going to fold the belly button down to the ground. Whee! This is a stretch that I've made a ton of progress in the last couple of months. So yours is probably not going to look like mine. I'm going to give instructions, and most of them are just going to be about trying to fold forward. That's all we care about. Just trying to fold your upper body down towards the ground. Cool? All right. Whew. I'm tired today. All right. When you have your cushion, and this cushion could be anything, it can be a piece of foam, could be a rolled up yoga mat, could be dirty laundry you rolled up stuck under your knee. Whatever it is that you got to pad your knee, when you got it, we're ready to get into our first stretch. What I want you to do is kneel up nice and tall and straight, and then extend one leg out in front. From here, we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale, and then we're going to try and fold our belly buttons down to our thighs. All right, inhale, exhale, and fold. As soon as your hamstrings are telling you, no, 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 feel free to pause, stop right there, and just hang out for a little bit. We'll breathe. All right, inhale, exhale, and relax. Let your body flop into that leg. Relax. Let's do it again. Inhale, exhale, relax. That's 2. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, relax. That is 3. Whew. All right, from here, we're going to add a little bit of movement. All right, what I want you to do is bring your knee up into a nice lunge shape. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. If your knees are a little closer or something, that's absolutely fine. But I want this knee to come up so that you can fold your upper body down towards it. If you are finding that you can't bring your chest all the way down to your leg and you're stuck a little bit higher up, that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Stick your hands down on either side of your leg for a little bit of support, for a little bit more balance, and see if you can straighten out that leg in the front. Woo! Feel that hamstring stretch building. Try to keep your upper body close to that thigh and keep going. We're doing 4 more. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 2. Definitely take your time on the hamstring stretch. Woo. 3. My left knee is suddenly itchy. I wonder if I just got bitten by a mosquito or if just because I saw a mosquito every time anything feels weird, it's like mosquito. That's 5. All right, from here we're gonna fold a little bit deeper. All right, what we're gonna do is called the inhale, exhale, fold. We're gonna take a huge breath into our lungs. We're gonna slowly let the air out of our lungs. We're gonna exhale, and while we're exhaling, we're gonna try and focus our belly buttons. We're going to focus on bringing our belly buttons down towards the ground. You ready? Let's go. Big inhale. Inhale. Slowly exhale and fold, fold, fold. Belly buttons down. Woo. Hamstring stretches crying at you, and we're going to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little deeper into your stretch. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little deeper into your stretch. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little deeper. Let your belly button flop to the floor. Let your body flop to the floor. And that is 3. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. Same thing. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 1. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 2. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 3. Again, knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 4. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 5. We're going to fold again. Y'all ready? Let's go. Inhale, exhale, fold. Big breath in. Inhale. Slowly exhale, fold. Bring the belly button down to the floor. Fold, fold, fold. Exhale. Ah, your hamstrings are crying. Again, yours does not need to look like mine. I've been doing this a lot every day for a long time. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Ah. Again, inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little deeper into your stretch. Inhale. Exhale, relax. That is 3. Knee up, chest down. Straighten it out. That's 1. Again, knee up, chest down. Straighten it out. That's 2. Okay, knee up, chest down. Straighten it out. That's 3. Knee up, chest down. Straighten it out. That's 4. Last one. Knee up, chest down. Straighten it out. That's 5. We're going to hang out here for 30 seconds, and that's how we're wrapping it. You ready? Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27. If you want, you can just focus on breathing. Inhale, exhale, relax. What we did 3 times before we did the knee bends, over and over and over again until we're done. All right, 20, 19. Inhale, exhale, relax. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our stretch. Whew. If your hamstrings are feeling crazy right now, that is because that was a lot. Now, if you can, bring your legs in underneath you. Come back into kneeling. Try to flex your glutes like somebody's about to spank you. Go, ah, protect your butt. Then protect your abs like somebody's just about to punch you. Go, protect your abs. And once you have contracted both sets of muscles, your body is waking up a little bit. We're ready to move on into the other leg. You ready? Let's go. Stick the other leg out in front. Try to keep your upper body nice and straight and tall. And let's get ready to fold forward. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Whee! As soon as your hamstrings tell you, no way, we're ready to inhale, exhale, relax. Breathe. Big breath in. Exhale, relax. Let your body flop into that leg, flop into the floor again. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Fall a little deeper into your stretch. A third time, let's do it. Inhale. Exhale, relax. You might find that this leg feels way stiffer than your other leg. This is just the start of this one, all right? It's okay. Give it some time. Let's bring the knee up, chest down, straighten it out. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. Remember, we bring the knee up so that we can practice folding forward, folding our chest down to that leg, and we're slowly straightening out that leg, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings while still trying to keep the upper body nice and close to that leg as best as we can. And we are basically just practicing the motion of folding forward. This is about 4, I think. So let's do one last one. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 5. It's time for us to fold a little deeper. Y'all ready? Inhale, exhale, fold. Same as before. Big breath in into your lungs. Inhale. Slowly exhale and fold, 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 fold. Woo. Belly button coming down. Inhale, exhale, relax. Let your body flop into the floor a little bit. If your upper back, your mid back, and your low back are feeling really tense right now because you're trying to smash your face into your knee, you're working too hard. If your back is rounded because it's just relaxed, you just flop into the floor. Great. That is what we want. All right, let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little deeper into your stretch. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little bit deeper. And knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 1. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 2. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 3. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 4. Last one. Knee up, chest down, straighten it out. That's 5. It's time for us to fold a little bit deeper. This is the last fold. All right. Inhale, exhale, fold. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Big breath in. Inhale. Slowly exhale, fold your belly button down towards the ground. Bring your whole upper body towards the floor. Exhale, 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 fold. Woo. Inhale. Exhale, relax. See if you can sink a little deeper into your stretch. Again, inhale. Exhale, relax. Sink a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Fold. Knee up. Chest down. Straighten it out. Feel that hamstring stretch. Knee up. Chest down. Straighten it out. Knee up. Chest down. Straighten it out. That's 3 again. Knee up. Chest down. Straighten. That's 4. Knee up. Chest down. Straighten. That's 5. And with that, we're hanging out here for 30 seconds. We're wrapping up right here. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, relax. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Inhale. Exhale, relax. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our hamstring stretch. Whew. If your legs are feeling crazy right now, mine are too. And part of the reason why we do that is because some of the other stretches that we're going to do later on have a component where we need some hamstring flexibility. So we make you earn all of it right here so that you can focus on the other parts of the other stretches. And now that we're done with stretch number 1, it's time to move on into stretch number 2. We're going to do some butterfly and or Taylor's pose, depending on what you are more familiar with. It's the same move. It just has different names in different places. What we're going to do is bring our legs together and we're going to pull them in towards our groin. But first, we need to move our backs up against the wall. Excuse me. Whew. Low back, butt, shoulders, head all up against the wall. And we're going to bring our legs in. This is our starting position. From here, I want you to bring your knees down into the ground. All right. This is how we stretch out the inner thigh muscles. This is the goal of our stretch. What I want you to do is contract the glutes, contract your outer thigh muscles, see if you can use them to push your knees down towards the ground. And then, if that is not enough, we're going to push manually. We're going to take our hands, we're going to apply a little bit of pressure on the inside of the knee, right here. I want you to push your hands straight down into the ground. When you do this, you might feel some pressure in the back of your head, in the back of your shoulders, because you're pushing your legs down, but you're also pushing your back into the wall. But don't worry about it, that's normal. We're going to hold our stretch for about 30 seconds. I want you to breathe nice and deep and slow. Every time you exhale, I want you to push your legs down a little bit harder. If you're not feeling a sharp, intense pain, then you're probably still okay and you can keep going. If it gets a little crazy feeling, you can always stop. But if you're just feeling a mild discomfort because you're stretching, that's probably just stretching. All right, let's go. Inhale, exhale, and push. 25, 24, inhale. Exhale and push. 20, 19, 18, 10, 9, inhale. Exhale. Probably like 3, 2, 1, 0. Feel free to hang out here for a little extra if you want. But I hope you're noticing that every time you exhale, your body is able to relax a little bit more. You're able to push a little deeper into the floor and get that stretch going for your inner thighs. If that has happened for you, great. If it hasn't happened yet, you might just need a little bit more practice, get a little bit more comfortable, get a little bit more familiar with the stretch so that your body can relax a little bit. When you're trying something brand new for the first time, sometimes all your muscles are really tense, going, "What is happening? What is going on?" Ah! And you don't have to worry about it. All right? We do this show every single day so that you can practice and get better fast. All right. Shake out your wrists, nice and gentle. Shake out your legs, flap them. When your legs and your arms and your hands are all feeling normal, we're going to move on into our third stretch. It's called the standing pancake. When you're ready, come on up out of the ground. Oh, man, I'm tired. And let's get into our standing pancake. What I want you to do is open up your legs just a little bit and get ready to fold. Bring your belly button down towards the ground. Whee! Boom. Here we are. From here, what I want you to do is notice that you're feeling a crazy hamstring stretch starting to build. This is one of the stretches that we were preparing for when we were doing the crazy hamstring stretch. All right. The goal of this stretch is to let your legs go a little bit wider and bring your upper body down in between your legs. When you are first beginning, you don't have to worry about your legs going super wide. If you have them slightly out to either side, that will be perfect. The reason why we start with the standing pancake is because for most of us, when we get to stuck about here, we're going to be pretty close to horizontal. That is the angle where gravity is going to feel the most intense, helping us to come on, fold a little deeper into the ground. To make gravity feel even more intense, you can extend your arms out beyond your head, have your biceps by your ears, and the next time you inhale, exhale, and relax. See if gravity helps pull you down. From here, if you want to hold a weight, if you want to hold on to something in your arms right here, that will make it even harder. Optional, 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 optional. When you got this basic position and you're feeling that forward fold, that gravity pulling you down, you're already in position. To make it a little bit more challenging, you can choose, optional, if you want to open up your legs a little bit wider while you're still maintaining all those other details. That's it. That's the whole thing. Y'all ready? Let's go. Open up those legs as wide as you want. Straighten out the back. Extend those arms. Hold on to something if you need to. 30 seconds. Let's go. Remember to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Fold a little bit deeper. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we are done. Put your hands down for a little bit of support. Bring your feet in together underneath you if you have them pretty far apart. Wiggle your toes in, wiggle your heels in, wiggle your toes in, wiggle your heels in. Walk your hands up your legs till you're back into standing. Shake out your body, give a little gentle motion until your legs wake up, until your glutes wake up. And that is our third stretch, standing pancake. We're going to move on to stretch number 4. It is the pigeon stretch. And I'm going to demonstrate it right now. We're going to take one leg. We're going to cross it over to the other side until we got this nice looking triangle right here. We're going to grab this leg. We're going to bring it up towards our belly button. And this is basically the starting position of our stretch. We want to be folding our upper body down towards that leg. We want to feel the stretch here in the outside of the glute, feel it here in the hamstrings, and maybe even feel it here a little bit where you're actually doing the folding. We're going to take that position I just demonstrated. We're going to take it to the floor. All right? Come on down and get into position. This leg is crossed in front of us. We're ready to fold forward. I want you to find the midpoint between your knee and your ankle, right here. I want you to find this middle line down your body, and I want you to try and make these 2 points meet when you fold forward. Whee! There we go. This is a pigeon stretch. Ta-da! You got the basics. There's a couple of ways you can change this up, make it more difficult, make it more complex if you want to. One of them is what you do with your back leg, with your other leg, excuse me. You can have this off to the side, directly out, if that's comfortable for you, and you can focus on your stretch just fine. If you want, you can have that leg bent slightly off to the side, and if you've done some yoga before, you might know that for the pigeon, you can also extend the leg back behind you. When you extend the leg back behind you, you often get a crazy stretch here in the front of the hip. You put a whole bunch of pressure on your knee. If you got some padding, great, use it. If you do not have padding, that might be a little bit challenging. For our purposes, for this show, we're not going to spend very much time in this chest out position, so it doesn't actually matter if you extend your leg back behind you all that much. But if you really, 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 really want to work on that back leg position, one thing you can do to help build yourself into that range of motion is elevate your front leg. My normal stool is missing, so oh no, it's not. It's right there. Ugh. I wasn't going to demonstrate, but I'm demonstrating. If you elevate your front leg, is going to probably lift your hips up just enough so that your hips are not struggling nearly as much. And this back knee is probably going to have way more room so it doesn't have to smash into the ground. So you can use this trick in any version of the pigeon that you like and give yourself a little bit of relief, right? So elevating your leg, you can use a couch, you can use a coffee table, you can use an ottoman, you can use anything you want. As long as it's cushioned enough for you to have your ankle on it, it's probably fine. All right, we're ready to go. It's time to begin. Leg is crossed. We'll find that middle point, middle line. Extend the leg back behind you if you want to. Keep the hips low to the ground and let's fold. Inhale. Exhale. Fold, 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 fold forward. Bring your belly button to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Let all the air out of your lungs. Feel that stretch building in your glutes. We're holding this for 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Keep on trying to bring your belly button to the ground. Sink into the floor. Imagine you are made of jello. Inhale. Exhale. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. If you're a regular, try to strain out your spine a little bit. That will make gravity feel a little bit more intense. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our pigeon. Let's do the other side. Other leg has come across. We're extending the leg back behind us. If you want to, it's optional. If you don't want to, you can just leave it off to the side, right? And we're trying to keep the hips as low as possible. So get that butt down as low to the ground as you can. And we're going to fold. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Woo, feel that stretch in your glutes. Keep breathing. Keep on sinking into the ground. Inhale. Exhale. And 30 seconds. Let's do it. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 regulars. Feel free to experiment with straightening out your back. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our pigeon stretch. So far, we've done 4 stretches and 4 warm-up exercises. We're moving on into our 5th and final stretch right now. If you've never done this before, we're doing some side splits because this is a side splits and hip mobility show. We've done a whole bunch of hip mobility. We have not done side splits yet. And we're not just doing one side split, we're doing 3. So, if you're ready, let's get into it. And hit follow, hit subscribe if you're liking the show. All right, before we begin, I want you to grab something for hand support. The purpose of the hand support is to give you something to help you with this position. Your legs are going to go a little wider, and I want you to be able to take some of the burden of your body weight because your hands are holding you up. You might be able to do this, but it's going to be really exhausting. So having a little bit of hand support is going to help. All right. The goal of this hand support is just so that you can put your weight into it. So if it's light enough to move around when you're moving into and out of your split, that will be great. If it is strong enough to hold up your body weight, then that will also be very good. I would recommend you find something that can do both. Whatever stool you end up using, whatever hand support you end up using, doesn't even have to be a stool, I recommend as light and as durable. If you have a kitchen chair, that will work just fine. Kitchen chairs might be a little bit taller, but you can always rest your elbows on them instead of resting your whole hand on them. And I'll bring you a little bit lower to the ground. All right? Now that you know way too much about hand supports, let's get ready to begin. We're going to take our hand support and we're going to move it with our butts all the way to a wall. I want you, with your butt touching the wall, put your hand support down in front of you. From here, I want you to open up your legs a little bit wider. Your heels do not have to be touching the wall. They can be slightly in front of the wall. So you're just, letting your butt touch the wall. The wall is going to be your best friend. It's going to keep you from falling backwards. It's going to support you. If you start sliding, it'll like slow you down. Everything about the wall is going to make everything easier. All right. So the wall is your best friend. From here, we're going to fold. I want you to bring your belly button down towards the ground. Whee! Put your hands on your hand support. Let your legs go a little bit wider. Let your butt slide a little down the wall. From here, with your legs a little tiny bit wider, I want you to rotate the legs. You got this lumpy part in your thigh bone that kind of sticks out right here on the side of either hip. And if you keep on going in this exact orientation up all the way, those lumpy parts are going to smash into your hips and it's going to hurt. Or you're just not going to get very far because it's going to smash into your hips. For some of you, you might already be reaching that point because everybody's is going to be a little bit different. So what is comfortable for me right here with no problems might not be comfortable for you depending on your anatomy. All right? So if you're feeling something weird right here, make sure you rotate your legs. Boom. What we're going to do is rotate the leg backwards 90 degrees. So the heels are down. The toes are kind of pointing up in a way. Knees are pointing up in a way. And our inner thighs, this chunk of our thighs, is pointing forward. All right? We got to do the same on both sides. Boom. I demonstrated this without using my hand support, but I recommend you definitely use your hand support, especially if it's your first time, because your heels are supporting a lot of your body weight. If you've never done this before, it's going to feel like a lot. So use your hand support. Right now, your hands are on your hand support, your butt is against the wall, your heels are down, your toes are up, your knees are pointing up. I want you to slowly let your butt slide down the wall, adjust your hand support until you find a nice comfortable spot where you feel like you're mostly balanced. You're not feeling like you're about to fall, you're not feeling like you're about to slip. You feel okay, as okay as being in the stretch could possibly feel. All right? We're going to breathe now. We're going to try our best to relax. Inhale. Hold that breath. Exhale, relax. See if you can sink a little deeper into your stretch. Let's do it again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, relax. See if you can sink a little deeper. When you sink, if you're not sinking, don't worry about it. Don't stress out. Because if you stress out, you might not sink any further anyway, because you'll be all tense about it. But if you did sink a little deeper and you realize your legs shifted forward or something, you're feeling off balance now, take a second, adjust your butt, adjust your legs, find a nice comfortable spot where you can almost relax. And let's go again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, relax. Sink a little deeper into your stretch. All right. Optional wiggles. See if you can push your right heel out a little bit. Push your left heel out a little bit. Right heel out a little bit. Left heel out a bit. If you're going places, great. If you're not, don't worry about it. Right now, we are in position. Our heels are down, our toes are up, our knees are pointing up. Your version might look a little different from mine. You might be in something that looks more like this. Wherever you are, we're going to hang out here for 30 seconds, and that's our stretch. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is it. That's the whole thing. Move your hand support out of the way. It'll be really helpful if it's lighter. And crawl forward a little bit. Give yourself some room. Bring your legs in underneath you. Grunt, groan, make as many sound effects as you need to. That is our first side split. Whew. Come into some sort of kneeling position, sitting position, resting position. Give yourself a second to chill. Breathe. Catch your breath in. Relax. And once you've caught your breath, let's move on into the shaky steps. Right after we put all that tension into our legs, we got to relax them so that we can get into the most chill position possible for side split number 2. All right. What I want you to do is hold on to something for balance and start shaking out your ankles. You can start nice and gentle and slow. You don't have to lift your legs as high as I am. That is just to make sure that you can see it above the chat in case you are on mobile. And what I want you to do is let the legs relax, shake out your ankles. I want you to visually look at your foot and see that your muscles are flopping all over the place and you're going, except not with your hands, with your legs. The reason why we care about this is because when your legs are flopping like this, the muscles probably aren't very tense. If they were very tense, you would be like this, and it wouldn't be cool. Other leg. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. Shake some more, wiggle some more, flop some more, shake some more, wiggle some more, flop some more, and whoo, take a couple of steps, do a little dance. Try to be smooth with it and move. If your legs are moving pretty good, we're gonna move on into our hips. I want to make sure those are relaxed, those are loose. I want you to put all of your weight into one leg. And then from the other leg, I want you to put the big toe down so that you got this little knee bend going on. From here, I want you to flex your glutes and I want you to really open up that leg so this knee is pointing way out that way, directly to your left or directly to your right, depending on whichever angle this looks like for you. From here, once you flex your glutes to do that, I want you to do the opposite. I want you to flex the inner thigh muscles to bring your knee in. Boom! So the knees are almost touching. We're working on mobility on this show. It's called hip mobility and side splits. Right? This is some internal and external rotation. And we want you to be good at this because it's super useful for all sorts of things side splitty. For now, once you've done a couple of reps going in and out, and in and out, and in and out, we're ready to just shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Whew. And move on to the other leg. All your weight is in one leg. Big toe is down and in and out. In and out and in and out. I just burped. I'm sorry. In and out and in and out and in and out. In and out and in and out and in and out. Whew. Shake out your legs. Shake them out again. Keep shaking them. I hope they're relaxed because we're moving on into side split number 2 right now. Take your hand support, bring it to the wall, butt up against the wall, hand support on the floor. We're going to go a little bit faster this time. Open up your legs just a little bit. Fold forward. Whee! Hands on your hand support. Legs going a little bit wider. From here, I want you to let your legs go a little bit wider. Let your butt slide down the wall and get ready to rotate the legs. Heels are down, toes are up, knees are pointing up. Inner thighs pointing forward. Other side, heels are down, toes are up, knees are up. Inner thighs pointing forward. Move your hand support so that you're basically pinching yourself between the wall and the hand support. Slowly let your butt slide down the wall and find a comfortable spot to hang out in. Inhale. Exhale, relax. See if you can sink a little bit deeper into your stretch. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, relax. That's 2. Again, inhale. Exhale, relax. That is 3. Optional wiggles to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. If you move somewhere, great. If you didn't, don't worry about it. Let's get into side split number 2. Move your hand support out of the way if it's in the way. If it's not in the way, just try to lean forward a little bit. The goal here is to emphasize the stretch so that you're feeling it in the inner thighs over here. All right. We want the knees and the toes probably to be pointing up at a diagonal at about 45-ish degrees because that will help you focus the stretch on the inner thighs. Once you're here, let's begin. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. If you're not really feeling it on your inner thighs, one of the things you can do is elevate your hands. If you lean back a little bit more, it'll probably put more emphasis into your legs. The other thing you can do is bend your elbows. When you bend your elbows, you're going to have less weight in your arms and you're going to have weight more in the other place where you're touching the ground. That's your legs. And that will make it more intense. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is our stretch. Move your hands, support out of the way, walk your hands forward just a little bit, bring your legs in underneath you, and relax. I think I'm watching the mosquito bite the dog, so give me just a second. I'm going to try and get it with the racket. Yes, Benji. Is it here? Did I get it? No, 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 no. Is that it? No, no. All right, I failed, but I tried. I tried to rescue my dog from a mosquito bite. Anyways, hopefully you've been sitting in a more chill position for a couple of seconds because we're going to get on back into standing. Let's go. Up. Whew. Shake out your legs. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. Shake, shake, shake. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. And bring that leg down. Whew. That's one. Other one. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Flop, 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 flop. Shake some more, wiggle some more, flop some more, shake some more, wiggle some more, flop some more, and whew. Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Make sure your legs are feeling okay. Let's move on into our hips. All of your weight is in one leg. Big toe is down. Knee in, knee out, and in and 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 out. We're gonna do the other side. All your weight is in one leg. Big toe is down. In and out, and 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 in and out. Woo! That is our shakers. Let's move on into side split number 3. Take your hand support, put it in front of you, butt against the wall, and let's do it again. Third and final side split. Let's go. Legs are going a little wider. Folding on down. Wee! Hands on your hand support, rotating the legs. Heels are down, toes are up, knees are up. Inner thighs are pointing forward. Heels are down, toes are up, knees are up. Inner thighs are pointing forward. Let your butt slide down the wall. Adjust your hand support as you need to, and slowly slide down your wall. Whew. Find a comfortable spot where you are pinched in between the wall and your hand support, and you can almost relax. You're not leaning too far. You don't feel like you're going to slip. You're just feeling like you're in a stretch, and it's okay. Let's breathe. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Relax. My nose is a little stuffy, so it made that like whistly sound. My dog looked up and was like, "What happened?" Let's breathe again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Relax. See if you can sink a little deeper into your stretch. Let's go for a third. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Relax. Sink a little deeper into your stretch. That's 3 times. Optional wiggles to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. If you're not going anywhere, it's time to move on. It's time for side split number 3. You got options. You can do the first one where we had our toes pointing up, our heels are down, our knees are pointing up. You can do the second one where we lean forward a little bit to feel that stretch more in our inner thighs. I'm going to do a version of the second one, and I do recommend that at some point you start doing a lot more of them because we absolutely need that one for our side splits. All right? Oh, I hope you're ready. We're going for 40 seconds. You can stop at 30 if you want. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. Put your hands down. Walk your hands forward. Bring your legs in underneath you. That is our third and final side split for the evening. Grunt, groan, take your time. We're absolutely in no rush. Chill. Breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to come back into standing. We're going to work on those leg shakes. I promise, if it seems a little too fast, a little too early to be doing leg shakes, as soon as you start doing the leg shakes, you'll be like, oh, wait, this was fun. Is magic. The psychological, magical, neuromuscular trick of going, oh, we're doing leg shakes, somehow just resets all the muscles. It's like, oh, right, we don't have to worry about this. This is the relaxy stuff. And all of a sudden, all the crazy tension you had down there goes and poofs away. This might not happen immediately. It might not happen instantaneously if this is one of your first couple of times on the live. But if, as you develop the skill of training your brain to relax whenever you do this leg floppy, shaky stuff, you'll just randomly be like, oh, wait, hey, look, my muscles stop being crazy all of a sudden. Just like that. Like, you'll be getting up, you'll be like, and then you start shaking like, you're like, oh, hey, look, I'm fine. That's cool. So, if you disagree, let me know. If you've been doing this live for a while and then you test it all the time by accident, you don't notice it, great. But tomorrow you can test it very intentionally. Next time your legs are super exhausted, you're like, there's no way I can get up from here. As soon as you get up, pretend to shake your legs just a little bit and see if it helps. All right. Our shaky shake is probably done. Let's move on into our hips. All of your weight is one leg. Big toe is down. Bring the knee in and out and 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 in and out. Whew. That's probably good. Other side. In and out and 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 in and out. Whew. Shake it out. That's probably pretty good. Let's move into our joint checks. We're going to wrap up with our final two moves now. All we got left are hip circles and some calf raises. Slowly lean your butt out that way. And come on all the way around. Ooh, and keep going. All the way around. Ugh. A third time. All the way around. Ugh. And that is probably enough for most people. But if you're feeling a lot of tension in one place, feel free to hang out in that spot. Reverse, change directions if you haven't already, and keep going. All the way around. That is 3 rounds in each direction. 3 reps in each direction. 3 circles in each direction. Let's get into our calf raises and get ready to wrap. What we're going to do is pop into a bit of a squat. I want you to keep your legs about hips width apart. Not super wide. No, not that. Not super narrow. Not that. About hips width apart. Pop into a bit of a squat. Everybody's going to have slightly different hip anatomy, so if it goes slightly wider and is more comfortable for you, that's okay. Just, roughly about hips width apart. Cool? From here, I want you to pop into a squat. I want you to lean your chest forward so it feels like you're about to tip over. But don't actually tip over. Just let your feet kick in, grip into the floor, fight against you tipping over. That's what we want. The toes working real hard. The arch of your foot working real hard. From here, I want you to push your knees forward as well, so that you're feeling a crazy stretch in your Achilles tendon up into your calves. From here, we're going to do a calf raise. Feel free to use your hand support from earlier. Feel free to use a wall. We're going to do some calf raises. Lean forward. Push your knees forward. Hands down on calf raise. Let's go. Calf raise. Up and down. Reset. Push your knees forward. Push your chest forward. Up and down. Reset. Knee forward, chest forward. Ugh, I missed. Calf raise. And down. That's 3. Again, up and down. Push your knees forward. Up and down. Reset. Push your knees forward. Up and down. Reset. Up and down, reset, up, and down, reset, up, and down, reset. When your quads, your calves, your low back, whatever is too tired to continue, you can stop. What we just did was some crazy calf raises that forced our toes, our arches, our ankles, our knees, our hips, our low back to all work together. And if you're able to do most of that movement decently well, chances are you're probably pretty good to go back to doing whatever else you got to do for the rest of the day. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in, practicing a little bit of consistency, working on your side splits and your hip mobility. I hope that was challenging. You're tired and you're feeling like a total badass because you just finished it up. I'm going to get to my mosquito swatter again because I just saw it slowly like zoom up and down in front of me when I was unprepared. So now I'm going to have it in my hands for the rest of the life. All right. The majority of the content that I make outside of this live is about trying to make fitness a little bit more fun, a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more enjoyable to do. And that does not mean that we're going to do, high intensity stuff. It means your body's probably going to benefit from any movement, a little bit more movement of any kind. And if you can integrate a little bit of shaking, a little bit of wiggling when you're sitting at your desk, you can integrate a little bit of calf raises while you're waiting in line. If you can do just about any movement a little bit more, it'll keep the stiffness away. It'll help you move a little bit smoother, and hopefully it just becomes a habit where you're always doing a little bit of something. And that goes a long way for keeping your body, keeping your joints, keeping your bones a little bit happier. All right? That type of content is usually what happens when you hit follow, hit subscribe, and you start doom scrolling, and it's not time for the life. So that's what you're missing. If you have subscribed, then you already know, and I hope you found it useful. What else we got? I think that's it. Um, my girlfriend is trying to get her first unassisted pull-up, and so we started filming a video series over on YouTube showing her journey. We got the first video up. It's just testing, figuring out where she's at in her strength, baseline, and she starts training, or she is training, and we'll eventually release a video with some updates. If you follow on Instagram stories, we'll probably post some updates about progress as it is happening because Instagram stories is good for that. And you can check that out when it happens. But that video is up live on YouTube, so if you want to go check it out and see the starting point of my girlfriend's journey, please check out that video. Oh, Queen RR has posted it on YouTube already. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to look at the chat. I'm going to respond to stuff, and we're going to get ready to wrap. It is 10:05, so this live has run about an hour. We do this every single day, starting at 9 p.m. It is currently 10:05 p.m., so we're going to be, whatever day you come back, just come back an hour before right now. All right? All right, let's see. Queen R is in the chat over on YouTube. Lois is here. Brock is Legend says, hey, what is this for? Practicing, da 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 da. This is a mobility workout. Okay, Brock is following the instructions. Awesome. Brock, welcome in. I hope you tried the live, and I hope nothing was too crazy for you guys, or for you. And if you have any questions, let me know, especially if it's your first time. I'm happy to answer them. Ideni is asking, oh, sorry, says, thanks, coach. Get some rest. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Charles Darcy says, same username. AGM asks, what's your YouTube channel? Yes, the YouTube channel is at Splits on the Side. So it's the exact same as on TikTok. It's the same username on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, all four of those platforms. Ow, I just hit myself in the knee. This is for hurting mosquitoes, but I keep on hurting myself with it instead because I keep fidgeting. Shame. Lois sends a wave, and I think that's a wave goodbye. Oh, she says, thank you. You're very welcome, Lois. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back. All right, let's take a look at TikTok. Chat officially scrolling. I said, thanks, coach. Get some rest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Book says, see you tomorrow. Yeah, Tarati says, evening. Yes, where I am right now, it is currently evening. It's 9 p.m. Or sorry, it's 10 p.m. in the evening, at night. Cool. Candy Walks is sending skulls and bones. That's scary. Jay says, not ready. Lol. Oh, maybe for the third side split or getting up. Not ready. Well, in that case, then maybe we should have waited for a little bit longer. My bad. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm scrolling up in the chat to see if any comments, questions have come in over the last hour, and I'm gonna do my best to answer them. Larissa says, I couldn't last in this flex. That's totally normal. That third and final side split, and even the first and second, you're spending a lot of time holding up a significant portion of your body weight with your leg muscles. For most of us, your inner thigh muscles are not going to be very strong because we don't, in normal life, need it to be very strong. And so it's going to be challenging for most people to hold any of those positions for very long. Part of the reason why we use the hand support, we use the butt support, is to make it so that your muscles don't have to fire as hard so that you can focus on the relaxation part a little bit more. And I hope you found that the hand support, the back wall for back support, butt support was a little bit more helpful. I guess you'd have to do it without hand support. You'd have to do it without butt support to know the difference. If you came into the live and that's all you've known, then that's all you know. But if you want to try it without the wall, if you want to try without the hand support, feel free to experiment with that and tell me how it goes. Ah, the mosquito just bit me. My calf is super itchy. Oh, did I get it? It didn't make any sounds. I think I just missed it. I felt it. I tapped it on the thing. Oh man. But it didn't go. But now my calf is super itchy. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Joe Rivera says this should be done every morning by everybody. That's a lot. That's this is intense. There is a sort of stretching that is probably going to be useful for everyone. I wouldn't recommend this necessarily. It's a great way to get your body moving, but if you needed to pick something a little shorter, perhaps a little bit more useful, dynamic stretching is a type of stretching. Wow, my leg is so itchy. I definitely got it. Dynamic stretching is a type of stretching where you're like doing a little bit of gentle motion. You like hold on to something for balance, for support, and then you kind of sort of swing your legs around, right? Like with that kind of movement. And then as you do more reps, you go higher and higher and higher until, you're fully maxed out. That type of stretching is called dynamic stretching. And it has a really good way of resetting your sort of mental limit for the day so that the rest of the stuff that you do throughout the day, you'll generally be a little bit looser. So if there is one thing I recommend that you do that I don't do on this show at all is in the mornings at least is dynamic stretching. That could look like a whole bunch of different things. I just demonstrated some lower body stuff, right? But if you wanted to bring the leg back, that would work. If you wanted to do some more aggressive sort of arm circles or like opening up your arms and chest like this or doing something pretty intense side bends, that kind of stuff, that will go a long way towards sort of that dynamic stretching stuff. It hasn't swollen up yet. It's just itchy. Ugh. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Joe Rivera says, is everyone suffering from tight, cranky hips? I think most people are, because I think we all have the same reason. We're all sitting all the time, not doing very much, so the muscles get weak and they don't get used very often, so they don't know how to work and how to contribute, and they're just being a pain in the butt, literally, because they're tight and they're all cranky because we don't use them. And when we want to use them, they don't work. So it's a shame. But hopefully the live helps you address some of that. Neo says, look at them natural calves. Yeah, I've got really good genetics for looking like you got crazy big calves. And it's very, very nice. Andy says, loving the live MC for questions. Oh, thanks, Andy. They love you. They love you. And he says, does your foot on the bent leg have to be completely flat when you go down or your toes fine? Yes, absolutely. We talked, you can go on your toes, but I want you to know to make sure that you're more stable for the most part. Because we care about the longevity of the exercise, right? We want you to stay safe enough, comfortable enough that you can do this a long time and not get into a situation where your ankles are super exhausted and be like, so that you kind of like fall over and not want to continue because your ankles give out. Um, After you get strong enough, that problem will solve itself. So it's not actually a concern. But having your heels down is going to help you be more stable. So feel free to experiment a little bit. I know I said like keep your feet down for stability, but now that we're approaching the end of the live and there's only like 16 people left on the live, for you in particular, because you've been very consistent for a long time, you can experiment. If you want to come up a little bit, it's not going to be the end of the world. You'll strengthen your calves a little bit more. You'll be able to build some strength in the ankles. The things that I was saying with like shake and wobble, if you build strength in it, then it won't shake and won't wobble as much. So when you train it, it gets better. But for somebody who's coming in for the first time and they're just trying to get really deep into the movement and like do it however possible because they want to feel cool because they're really deep and low to the ground, I would prefer if you kept your foot down because it's a little bit more stable. All right. All right. Jackson Jordan says, it's all good. I'm staying because I need to know these things. Oh, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Brittany Brick says, please keep doing this. Helps me so much. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, Jackson Jordan. Oh, thank you for the compliments and also for calling it impossible. Cool. I think that is probably all of the chat. Travels Roxy, thank you for helping in the chat. I appreciate it. Hello, hello, hello. And my name is Hajra says, this is the beginning, right? Yes, yes, you came in pretty much at the very beginning. We might have been struggling through the hip cars already, and you might have felt like that was crazy, but that was the beginning. All right, I've gone through to the top. Let's go back down, take a look at what people have responded to since I started chatting, and then we'll wrap up. I think that is everything. Fayega says, thanks, and have a good night. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. That's it. We're done. We're wrapped. I get to go hunt mosquitoes for the next half hour. I'm so itchy. It's starting to swell now. It's just a little red dot at the moment. Oh no, it's yeah, okay. Anyways, you don't need to hear me complain about mosquitoes. You don't need to watch me catch mosquitoes and fail miserably because that's apparently all I've been doing for the last half hour. I think I just got bitten a second time on my other leg because I'm looking at the chat and distracted, and my ears are covered with earbuds, so I can't actually hear them buzzing around. And it's so hard. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in, practicing a little bit of consistency, working on your side splits, working on your hip mobility. We are done for today, but that does not mean we are done forever. It just means that one more session of our daily live has ended. We go live every single day, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. That means we started an hour and 15 minutes ago. So if you're seeing this message right now, because you just popped in, because somebody's just joined, the day has joined. I don't know when you left, but if you're still here, come back an hour and 15 in the past, but tomorrow, or the day after, or the day after, and we'll do more side splits and hip mobility. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping the vibes good. Thank you for supporting each other, and I'll see you soon. Soon. I was gonna say I'll see you tomorrow, but then I tried to say I'll see you soon, and it became I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Bye.